So I think 2 days ago, I saw that about 500 or so persons were fighting at an immigration center here in Lagos. And I'm like, okay, I think this is the perfect time to film this video to let your world know what nobody tells you about capturing and acquiring your international passport in Nigeria. I say today, I'm going to let you guys know. Hi guys, welcome right back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Returning subscribers, welcome. And if you are new here, where have you been? Welcome to the family. I'm Mowanbe, your favorite TV brownie. I film about lifestyle and I hold conversations from Lagos, Nigeria. This conversation is about acquiring international passports in Nigeria. I know a lot of persons have experiences and different things that have been happening, but I'm going to talk about my personal experience. First thing first, don't let anybody deceive you. One agent somewhere, I'm working in the immigration office, blah blah blah, this blah blah blah, that you can get your passport in 5 days, I be in 2 weeks. Out of like 10 to 15 persons I've had this conversation with, maybe only one. If I that one self was almost like 3 weeks or maybe 2.5 weeks or something. It takes time. So the earlier you start the process, the better for you. I'm not even going to lie, like just start. You don't have to wait till you need an international passport like in a week's time, or there's an opportunity to travel from work or something and then you're now rushing. Don't even go when you're under pressure, because the pressure of getting it is enough to choke you, right? So I feel like everybody, if you don't have it as a child or as a teenager via your parents, once you're 18 and above, just go get it. Just have it. 5 years, 10 years package. Just have your international passport, because you never can tell. A travel opportunity can come from anywhere. Anything can happen from work. It can be from your friends. It can be something you can't predict tomorrow. So have your international passport. It always comes in handy. And then don't fall for the trick of you can get it in 2 weeks. If it happens, fine, but prepare your mind that in a month or two I will get this thing. So from my own experience, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to. And my friends were like trying to get ours at the same time. And we're not in the same side of Lagos. So I think Lagos, I don't know how many centers Lagos has, but I went to Alausa in the Keja. And I went through a friend's agent, right? So the man put me through the process, the documents I'll be needing and all of that. I'll put documents on the screen so that, if you're prepping after this video to get your international passport, documents you will need and how to go about getting them. So he told me the documents I was going to be needing for the procedures, told me the form I was going to fill. It was more like a guide to put me through. So after packaging all the documents, filling the form, putting my normal passport photograph on it, right, and we submitted, he told me that I'll have to chill for like a month or so to get a capturing date. I'm like, a month? Well, because I was thinking that in 4-5 weeks I would fill the form, I will capture and I will receive it. They gaskia like that. I didn't know that was the beginning of when we returned from the journey anyways, but it wasn't funny. I'm like, 4-5 weeks, why? Okay, so I waited, but fortunately in 3 weeks I got a capturing date that was supposed to be, I think, the following week. So that means my capturing date from submission of form was about 4 weeks. I was like, okay. So the man told me that I should be there for 7:30. I thought it was a joke. I was even arguing with him that there's no government office in Nigeria that opens before 8. Except maybe the workers decide to come early and they want to finish up yesterday's assignment or something. They don't open for people to come in before 8. The man was there looking at me that you will soon learn lesson, right? I should have known. Although I left home like 7, because I was like, Alausa to my house is not that far, and I think it was a Thursday or so. There shouldn't be traffic. If I had known, I would have left my house like 4:30. Not that bad. Maybe 6 or 6:30. That was the day the keke in my estate decided to misbehave. They didn't come to their parking lot on time. First, I had to wait. I got the keke around 7 something before I could get out of the estate to get another bus to go to Alausa. Maybe if you are going somewhere that you don't know in Lagos, they will say that it's advisable that you go a day before to go and do surveillance, or you familiarize, you acclimatize yourself with Google Map. They dropped me at the bus stop. I was not tricky. I didn't know that the bus stop to that place was about another 5 to 10 minutes. And you know, if you don't know somewhere first time, it seems longer. She had just told me that I was going to walk in. The man kept on calling me, right? I was like, I'm almost there. He said, it's already, it was like, I think 10 minutes past 8. And it's already after 8. They've called names. Remember that I'm like, called names, Bawo. Even if, I said, my surname is OW, even if they will call, boy. Me thinking that they will start calling alphabetically. And not according to submission of form. I got in there like, I think 8:20, thereabouts. Thinking that I was still early. As I entered like this, I saw about, I'm not exaggerating guys, I saw about maybe 300 people already seated, or like 250. Give or take, 250 people. They were sitting down in the main open space that had like a canopy on top. There was like, there's another building here, and then another building to the right, and people were already filled. There were no seats. When I get there, I should ask for an officer and then tell her what the issue is and everything. I entered. You see, this one chased me like dog. Now I've moved to capturing story, right? This woman chased me like dog. What am I doing there? Is it that I'm supposed to come? I'm supposed to come way earlier. She did start this and this did not tell me that I'm supposed to get here by 7:30. I was about to say, but you put this one for 8. And okay, I'm sorry, I'm like 15-20 minutes late. The eyes that she gave me like this, and then the other, it was already becoming rowdy. I should have moved out. So they had called people. They were already sitting down waiting to be captured. I just told myself that today is today. Whether by hook or by crook, by force, by prayer, by patience, by anything, I must get this capture done today. I'm not going to vex and leave this place. I'm not going to get angry and leave. And that's another point. Please, if you are doing anything government, especially Lagos government, you are going to any of their parastatals or their offices, be patient too. In fact, borrow like 10 people's patience and swallow it, carry it in your baggage, in your bags. Be very patient, because if you vex, you have just done yourself. Just use patience and just think that maybe it's your mommy or your daddy that shouted at you. You just swallow it and be calm, because it's not funny. I was looking for a seat, so somebody went inside. I think maybe they called the person or something. Somebody had left the seat. I just went to sat down because people were rushing. I sat down and I was waiting. This woman will not call me. These files are like a lot on their table. I saw like maybe like 1,000 files, if no more. So if you know files are very flat now, you will not even a lot of files on their table. I say, today is today, and there are a lot of persons still waiting to be called. I waited. She sat down there. She waiting. I just stood up and said, I'm going to enter this woman's office again. She's at the, more like, let me say front desk or like the reception. I don't know if that's her main office, but she was there. Okay, I'm going to go again. I went to meet her. I already prayed in my heart that God, help me. Help your daughter, the apple of your eyes. Help me to touch this woman's heart. The heart of the king are in your hands. You direct them like the waves of the seas. Preach! I said, God, please touch this woman's heart before I get there. I went to meet her. I was trying to do my face like this. Ma, I'm so sorry. There was traffic. What's your name? She checked the immediate files on her table. She didn't see my name. She went to one other room like that. She checked. She gave me my file and told me that once this person moves, because they are moving, if you really do stuff with either banks in Lagos or government parastatal stuff, you know all this movement, that there will be chairs, so they are moving like this. So when the next time I should move, that's how one other officer wanted to pour sand in my gari. I say, Nibo. I showed my face like this. He was just shouting, blaming me. Why are you standing? Nobody's supposed to stand. I'm supposed to be outside. Can you come? I said, this is my false. I'm the next in line. I said, you are next in line. For what? In my heart, I said, for a miracle. Ah, God, this day, I can never forget. This day was such a funny day, right? In my heart, I said, for a miracle. I was looking at him like this. Should do eyes like Samaritan lady. Should do my face like this. Say, God, today. It was like, yeah, sit down. So the next thing I already moved, I sat down and I was waiting. I was waiting here, I was looking. In fact, thank God, because it was already post-COVID, right? Thank God I went with my nose masks, because they were already like, no nose mask, no entry. You know, people will be selling, but that day, I don't even, it's like so many things just wanted to just go wrong. Nobody was selling masks, but I had one in my bag, so I just wore it. I rushed myself, I sat down. I was waiting for my turn to go in for capturing. I wish I could film my experience, but they were like, no phones, no, keep your phones. Maybe because somebody has filmed them and put them on YouTube or somewhere and it has implicated them or something. I don't know why, but they're like, no phones. I just sat down, I was waiting. I was waiting for my turn to get captured. I sat down there. They called my name, collected my file. They were checking. Okay, it was complete. This was my turn. And the man was like, what is this? Can you come? That he wants to see my ears. He needs to see my eyes. All this place has to be open. He was just angry. I'm like, at that time, it was like past 11. You just started working. Why are you already frustrated? I'm taking your anger out of me. I'm sorry, sir. Shall put it down. He said, this is my piercing that is here. So I should remove the earring. I'm like, this camera that's already looking blurry, you couldn't even clean the lens, she's not clean anything. Will you even capture the earring? Like, I should remove it. I was so angry. I'm like, my earlobes are very tiny. I can't wear this earring myself. Why are you? Wish I can. You people doing fashion that is satanic, fashion that is this one, just ranting. Maybe it's me that want to collect international passport. No wahala now. I removed the earring that day. We did all the capturing, told me to sign here, told me to do this, told me to do that. I'm waiting. Mine was fair, right? There was a lady that was before me and they had a lot of issues with her. And that thing is, I know indecent dressing is sort of relative, but anything as a lady that is opening your cleavage, you know, is low at the front, is exposing, or maybe your hair, the color of your hair, please just go there with black hair and don't wear white top, because they will tell you that it's going to, because you're going to use a white background for you, right? It's going to fade in with the white background. Don't wear white tops when you're going for capturing of your international passport. Wear black hair or tie scarf that will not that will show your ears and your face like this. Will show that you're a confirmed human being and not zombie or robot. Please, and don't wear anything exposing. These people will embarrass. They will give you one blanket like this, one black thing like that, and it's very annoying. And if your hair is colored and you can't pack it or something, they will borrow you wig that you will still pay. Wig that is looking like what I don't know, right? And sometimes they can, if you even start arguing with them, they can send you out, and that's the end though. Just be going no. Before you just have a very bad experience, take on this, be very patient and make sure that you are very attentive. When you call your name, rush up and go and answer. When you need to move fast. Everything is pa. No time to slow down. Don't wear anything indecent, don't wear anything exposing. Black hair. Look sharp, look smart. When they're asking you one question, answer almost immediately, because it was not a funny experience. I'm serious about this thing. You wish take my video seriously. I'm telling you, this is my story. So after I was done, I was told to sign, you know, I signed the form and you're like, oh, okay, I can go now and everything. To now get dates to go and collect international passports, men and brethren. That one took another maybe almost another 1 month or so, 3 weeks to 1 month. I just kept on calling this man. When will they send the date? I've not gotten any email. I've not gotten any, what is it called? Any text message. It's when would they call me to come and collect my international passport? Just said they will soon call you, they will soon call you. So when I got the message to go and collect my international passport, when I got that message, I was supposed to go like a Friday. I think I got the message on a Monday. I was given Friday that week to collect it. I put 7:30 there as the time to collect my passport. Once beaten, twice shy, right? I left my house 6. I didn't even wait for keke in the estate. Well, by 6 o'clock there will be no keke already. I think they come like 7 or so. So I had to pass a longer route. I shall go to Alausa for 7 on the dot. We're like, say, 80 people to 100 on seats at the time. I sat down, I was waiting. 7:30 like this, they started calling names. My name was number 4. I can't forget. It was number 4. I'm like, maybe that was the same thing that happened on the day of capture. Like, they had called me way earlier and I didn't answer. They just dumped my file somewhere. But my file answered though. Collected my one. They told me, they gave us a capturing slip, right? I forgot to say that. They'll give you a capturing slip. Give us a capturing slip. So I didn't even do the photocopy. Kept that one. I took the slip. I was sitting there with we continued that line. They called about maybe like 30 something of us. We got in. They first of all educated us on don't put your phone with your international passport. They say it sucks in the biometric number or something. I don't know the tech angle to that, but that was what we were told, that it takes in the number and renders your international passport invalid. Keep your international passport well, don't let water touch it, blah 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 blah. It educated also what you can use international passport for, what you should do with it, this and all of that. They're calling us would sign, they would do a thumb print. So nobody can receive your international passport for you because they must do a thumb print for you and ensure that it matches the thumb prints that you had done when you did your capturing. So they want to check that the information is the same and all of that great stuff, right? Which is good. It's not even a problem. I don't have any issue with that. So with this all of that, they gave me my international passport. I was so happy. You know when you had suffered for something for like 2 months plus and you're like, oh, God be praised. This is done and over with. Till the next 5 years, when I want to renew, I will know that okay, we're going through a better cycle, amen. By then, right, I was connected and I was so excited. It was as though I was going to Japan tomorrow. As I was saying that, don't wait till when you want to Japan. Any opportunity can come in like a month's time and they will give you like 4 or 5 days or a week notice. Is that when you want to now start running? When one agent might just chop your money, you might not be lucky to find a good agent that will guide you through. Might just chop your money at an exorbitant rate, and you will still wait for the entire 7 weeks to capture and to get it, right? They say at least 6 to 7 weeks. It can be more. Do you get? So I was so happy. I went outside. I went to call my friend. It was as though they gave me visa. You know when they give somebody visa to travel to US or UK or Canada, right? I just called my friend that, oh yeah, baby girl, come and see you. She was so excited. She was so happy for me. It was as though we had won money because the struggle to get national passports in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm not going to speak from that place, is hectic. Like the struggle is almost out of this world. I went there, I had not eaten. I had work to do that day. I had a lot on my to-do list. I had to bend everything. Let me just get this passport and just be done with it. Thank you guys for listening to my story. I hope I've encouraged you to just brace up, to prepare your mind to what you can experience at the immigration center. Don't wait till when you need it. When you need it, the pressure might be a whole lot and you might make a lot of mistakes, right? So just prepare, go for it, get your passport, have it at hand. Anything can happen at any time. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this with your friends. I love you guys. Bye.